Is this thing on? All right. So I'm down in Louisiana working on some big projects separate from YouTube. And this time of the month, this place may as well be the surface of the sun. So I'm working on the surface of the sun right now. Only 122 degrees outside. But I'm getting sent these articles and all these climate fails, and I'm going to have to address some of them because this one's crazy, okay? These two guys, we'll just call them Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Climbing equipment's too expensive for them. So they run out to Home Depot and they pick up 200 foot of polycord rope and they go climbing with it. Listen. Ladies and gentlemen, you need standards, okay? You need standards when you date your women. You need standards when you date your men. You need standards when you go to get out to get something to eat. If it doesn't have a little organic little stamp on it, probably not going to eat it. If I can't read the label on the ingredients label, I'm probably not going to eat it. If it says apple, I could eat that. If it says sodium cinnamate, I'm not going to eat that. So that's all to be said. You have to have standards with your climbing equipment, okay? A rope here, if it has a little box, you ever took the time to look at it, it's got a little box right here on your rope, and they have standards on there. Here it has EN 892. What does that mean? That's a European norm, and the 892 is the test they put this rope through. They take the rope, they probably make, I don't know, 1,000 foot of this rope, they take a section of it, they drop test it, and if it passes, it gets this little stamp, okay? It's got a UIAA, International Climbing Mountaineering Federation, I think, but it's in French, so I think the UIAA would be the French version. The American version would be International Climbing Mountaineering Federation, I believe. It's got a little stamp there, and that's basically the same test. So it's got the UIAA standard, it's got the EN 892 standard on this rope, and it's got the CE. Well, the CE is more like a product thing. It's not really I don't think it's really a climbing standard. You have to have standards, okay? There are standards that go into a rope with how much it stretches. If it's a dynamic rope, how much it slips, how much the sheath slips. There's a lot going on in a climbing rope, okay? And to pass all that and do all that testing, it's going to cost the company some money. So these ropes, they're going to cost maybe 200, 300 bucks, okay? Maybe get someone cheaper. The shorter they are, the cheaper they are. You could get thicker ones or thinner ones. You don't go out and you don't go buy something that doesn't have some standards on it, ladies and gentlemen, okay? This little birdie, this little Beal birdie has got, let's take a look at it. Let's see if this is good for climbing, okay? Let's look at it. It looks like it's just a piece of metal. I don't know nothing about climbing. This is a belay device? I don't know. Oh, looky here. We have an EN. You're not going to be able to see that, maybe. Or it's going to be backwards. It's got an EN 15151-1:2012. What the hell does that mean? It's a standard. You should look it up. You should research what kind of standard this is that this has to go through. It's also got a UIAA little stamp on it. That immediately tells me that this thing isn't just some product I found at Home Depot, but it's a climbing product, okay? But you have to do your due diligence to find out what this thing is made of, what it could do, what it can't do. You have to read like every little piece of climbing equipment comes with a little booklet on you have to know these things, okay? You can't just go out to Home Depot and go shopping for your climbing equipment. A poly rope from Home Depot is gonna act like this little alligator, okay? All right, it's this little toy alligator. You're playing with a toy, okay? It's just gonna stretch like this. Look at this, okay? You don't want to climb with something like this, okay? So today's episode is learn about standards, learn what these little things mean, okay? Go out, study up, and don't go to Home Depot and be like Tweedledee and Tweedledum, okay? You're gonna get yourself killed. And then you're gonna make me look bad because you might be subscribed. No, there's no way. There's no way these guys would be subscribed to Beta Climbers and then go to Home Depot, okay? I'm not going to allow it. It's just not going to happen. Joshua Perry, climbing out of here.